realized that they undoubtedly planned to take us on board.
This week, we have investigated the mystery of alien abductions. We will be breaking down two of the most convincing cases of alien abduction with the help of the public. But keep in mind that some details from both of these cases have been completely left out. But if you want to know the whole story, I highly encourage you go and research these surprising mysteries all on your own. Now let's dive in.
Have you or anyone you know had any experience with aliens?
A couple nights ago, I saw a couple of blinking lights in the sky.
No, I've not. No one I know has had an experience with an alien, nor I.
Have you?
No, I have not. Nope, no experience.
Yes, a friend thinks he was abducted and brought back to Earth later in the evening.
No, I don't think so.
Have you heard about the abductions of Betty and Barney Hill?
Postman Barney Hill and his wife Betty were driving back from Canada. They were in New Hampshire. It was at night, around 10 p.m. They see this star that's moving erratically. Okay. That ain't no star. So they pull over at a rest area. He estimated it was a 40-foot long craft with flashing colors, and it had windows, and as it was getting closer to him, because yes, it was getting closer to him, he could see that there were beings inside of it. He gets back in the car and says, "They're gonna capture us." And then they start driving off. They start to experience beeping, buzzing, and then there's like a tingling sensation and a vibration of the car. So then they keep driving, but they realize that they are now, it's seemingly instantaneously 35 miles south of where they had started. Oh. With no recollection of traveling those 35 miles. That's not Barney. Betty calls the local Air Force base. Whoa. Major Paul W. Henderson says the UFO was also confirmed by our radar after she describes their experience.
And that just means unidentified flying object.
He said the UFO was also confirmed by our radar.
Okay. All right.
Then they decide to they try to account for what they believe to be 2 hours of lost time and 35 miles. They go into regressive hypnosis, and they both have the same stories. They're drawing sketches. This is a sketch that Barney drew of the leader, he called it.
It's a snake with a beret.
Yeah. So basically, they come to the conclusion they've been abducted by aliens. They remember through regressive hypnosis that they took their skin, hair, nail samples, bodily fluid samples.
Do you believe Barney and Betty Hill? Or do you think you could give us another possible explanation for their story?
Well, they might believe what happened to them. Everybody has their own version of truth, I guess. Maybe they drank something with that made them forget everything. It's more likely, in my mind. Maybe it's something they ate, or maybe they were sick or something, and then they just happen to forget. Because sometimes people can be forgetful after ingesting something. I don't know. But I guess it's not impossible.
Have you heard of Travis Walton in Arizona? I'm gonna tell you about Travis.
Alright, I've got a story. They corroborated, in their regression.
This is the Travis Walton story. Very famous, probably the most famous UFO abduction, alien abduction story back from November of 1975. He's clearing trees, kind of a blue-collar guy. He's clearing trees.
Literally, he's wearing a blue collar and that plaid shirt.
Yeah, he was a logger. He's clearing trees in Arizona with 7 other guys. They finish their shift. They get into a truck, big pickup truck, 7 guys. And they're heading down the road, and they see, quote, a luminous object shaped like a flattened disc. Travis, I call that a flying saucer. Travis gets out and approaches the saucer. Of course he does, the rest of the guys stay in the truck. They see speaking of blue collar, a blue beam hit him, beam of light, knocks him down. They freak out, the other 6 guys. They drive off. After a while, they're like, well, maybe we should go get Travis. They ditched him. Hey, wouldn't you? They're scared. They go back. He's nowhere to be found. So they immediately go to the police in the nearest town. They say, our buddy, they tell them the whole story. Our buddy was hit with this beam of light. And they're like, these dudes are nuts, but maybe something's going on. They start a manhunt. It ends up being the largest manhunt in Arizona history. 5 days of looking for Travis. So they polygraph them, give them a lie detector test. 5 out of 6 of the guys passed the test.
Oh, so the 6th one killed him.
And one of the guys who was there, it was just inconclusive. He didn't finish the test because he was kind of emotionally shaken up.
Of course.
Now, the guys who administered these tests said, we are thoroughly convinced that these men believed that he was abducted by aliens. They did not kill him. They believed that this is what has happened. Okay. Meanwhile, what happens to Travis? Well, 5 days pass, and all of a sudden he wakes up in front of a local gas station with an incredibly detailed story of what had happened. I think he still was clothed.
Why did the aliens drop Travis off at the gas station and not his house?
I think they dropped him off at the gas station instead of his house because they wanted to see how fast he could run home.
What are some possible alternate explanations for what happened to Travis?
Besides aliens? Yeah. He passed out because of dehydration or something and then hallucinated this and wandered off to a gas station.
Alright, what are some possible alternate explanations for what happened to Travis?
Travis might have had a good time.
Creeper. Oh man. So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. This task a grueling one, hope to find some diamonds tonight, diamonds tonight. Heads up, you hear a sound.
Do you guys believe in aliens? Yes. And did making this movie change your opinion? A little. Dylan.
Yeah, I believe in aliens, and this movie, it did change my opinion. It made it stronger, you know?
Yeah and no.
I actually didn't used to believe in aliens before this. I just thought any kind of supernatural being like them didn't exist. But now, I'm not so sure.
I'm not sure. I think it's kind of unlikely that these ones existed and people might have just dreamed. But I do believe that there could be something else in the big galaxy.
Alien abduction, I would say no, but aliens, yes.
I can't say for sure, but given how big the universe is, there's a probability that there's other intelligent life, so maybe?
I don't think I do. I think there could be aliens, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do.
Why?
There's no other explanation for all the phenomena around them that we can't otherwise explain.
Do you believe?
Creeper. Oh man. So we back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. This task a grueling one, hope to find some diamonds tonight,